While considering intestinal disorders, we need to think about diarrhea first, as because in case of less developed countries or poor countries, this diarrhea, this disease is actually very common in case of kids and infants. Around 82% death occurs due to these rotavirus infections in the poor or deprived countries. And especially due to the use of dirty hands and unclean utensils and drinking impure water and contaminated water, this actually leads a person under diarrhea. Usually any ages or any age ranges of people may face diarrhea, but in case of kids and infants, the condition of diarrhea deteriorates very quickly. So when a person faces diarrhea, then this is very important to know what is the management. And to go in deeply before, we need to know that what is the definition and what is the condition of diarrhea. When people suffering from loose motion at least 3 times a day, then the condition is known as diarrhea. Loose motion means watery stool. When a person is producing watery stool 3 times per day, then this is actually the prominent symptoms of diarrhea. And now the thing is that if a person faces diarrhea, then what is the main causes of diarrhea? If you see the causes, firstly, that personal hygiene is a main factor. I mean, intaking contaminated water, unclean utensils, and taking foods without washing hands. This personal hygiene behavior is the main cause of diarrhea. But you see the main causes in case of other things like food intolerance, can be food allergy, then an adverse reaction to medications. Infections like viral, bacterial or parasitic infections can be. Rotavirus is one of the main cause. Intestinal disease and even gallbladder or stomach surgery after a person may feel this water is 3 times a day. So the main reason or the main cause of diarrhea can be the contaminated water intake or having foods with unwashing the hands. So this is the cause. Now we think about the symptoms. Well, mouths will be dry, shrunken eyes, and fatigue, mucous membrane will be dry, increased heart rate, headache, increased thirst, decreased urination, dry mouth, and this is very noticeable in case of kids and infants. So mostly I'm talking about the symptoms which is very common in case of diarrhea, because a person is passing watery stool more than 3 times a day, and due to that disease a person is losing water, person is losing electrolytes, and then a person become weak, and then fatigue, thirstiness and dryness is severely expresses, and so that a person need a medical treatment. And before going to that, the management can be that a person is losing water, the person is losing electrolyte. So the first and foremost task is to rehydrate that person, rehydrate that kids with ORS or oral rehydration solutions. So oral saline, which is available in the market wherever in the countries, so can be posed to the person who is actually facing this diarrhea. Or even if oral rehydration solutions from the market is not available, we can produce rice saline in our own home through the 50-gram rice powder with 1 pinch of salt with 1 liter water. So through this we can actually produce rice saline, and we can give it to the diarrhea patient so that water is losing can be rehydrated. So as we can more rehydrated as quickly as possible, the person will be safe. Otherwise, if it's late or it's becoming 2 or 3 more days without having rehydrations, then it can be fatal. So at first we see that diarrhea is the sufferings from loose motions at least 3 days a day or 3 times a day, and this is the cause, this is the symptoms, and this is the management. So I hope the students, you are right now in English versions and O levels, in case of diarrhea, you must know that what are the difference between diarrhea and dysentery, as I've already uploaded a video on dysentery, that you can see that dysentery can be like amoebic dysentery and bacillary dysentery. But here diarrhea is like it can be done by bacteria, it can be done by virus or parasites, or even for intestinal disorder. So when a person is passing watery stool 3 times a day, the most likely it should be like as quickly as possible oral rehydration solutions. If a person give like severe cases, then IV solution or intravenous solution is much necessary. So as early as possible, when patients gets the severe stage, then medications or medical doctor's checkup is necessary, and IV solution is one of the best hope. But in mild cases, when it's noticeable that a person is passing watery stool, then as quickly as possible the ORS or oral rehydration solution can be the lifesaver. So this is all about diarrhea, and I'm just giving you a very short framework in case of cause, symptoms and management, and the definitions since last following the manners of last uploaded videos, and the next videos is about peptic ulcer and gastric ulcer. I hope you are watching this tutorial and your study is becoming more likely like enjoyable, and you can understand your topic from your heart. That is my wish. So if you face any trouble, or if you want to give any sort of recommendations, do it in the comment sections. I will try to adjust it from the next class. So see you, take care, stay well.